Hello friends, so in this session we'll be talking about a very beautiful concept of finance which is called as the business valuations, okay? And we'll be learning how to value a business right from the scratch, okay? So the lesson plan is, first we will understand how to find the intrinsic value, and we will look at some examples of how to solve or how to calculate intrinsic value with the help of an Excel, okay? So you'll be well versed with the Excel part as well. Fine? Okay. Now, second part, we will be learning about how to value a company using enterprise valuation methods. Okay, fine. Then you will finally understand what are the different equity valuation methods. So basically the flow of learnings would be like, first you will be understanding the dividend discount model. Okay, then you will be understanding the discounted cash flow model, मतलब DCF valuation करेंगे हम लोग. Fine. And in DCF valuation what you will learn is, first we will understand what is a free cash flow to the firm. Then we will get acquainted with some of the terms like terminal value and weighted average cost of capital. Okay, fine. And then finally we'll be talking about relative valuation, where there will be many multiples engaged with it. Okay my dear friends, fine. So in this video let's start with intrinsic value and how to calculate the intrinsic value using Excel. Right my dear friends, fine. So let's read the question very carefully my dear friends. So they are saying, suppose you bought a stock which will pay dividends of $30 next year and $31 in the following year. So the dividend information is given to you in the question. Fine. And what they are saying is that after receiving the second dividend, which means this $31, you are planning to sell a stock at $400.50. Okay. Now, caution word over here. Do not think much about this part. This is just an assumption where you will be selling a stock for this particular price point. Okay, so do not build any if and buts question over it. Just assume that you are going to sell the stock at this price. Okay my dear friends, fine. Now we have to understand how do we calculate this intrinsic value over here if the required rate of return given is 12%. Okay my dear friends, so the given information in the question is that we know the required rate of return as 12%, and this 12% is nothing but the discounting rate over here. Okay, fine. Now what we will do is we will look at two different ways in how to calculate the intrinsic value. Okay, so the first way says we will calculate intrinsic value by finding the present value of all the future cash flows which are received in the form of dividends. Okay, so observe my cursor very carefully over here. This is $30 and this is $31. Alright, the question says that a company is going to pay dividends $30 next year and $31 in the following year. मतलब future में dividends आने वाला है. Okay, they are going to pay dividends in the future. So can I say that these are the future cash flows? Alright my dear friends, and in this method what you are going to do is you are going to find the present value of those particular future cash flows. Okay friends, fine. But in year 2 what they are telling is, the question tells that you are going to sell the stock at $400.50. So we'll write $400.50 over here. So the total cash inflows at the end of year 2 is not just going to be $31, but it's also going to be $400.50. Okay my dear friends, so we will have to find the present value of $31 and the present value of $400.50 both. Okay, we will find present value of both these figures. Right my dear friends, fine. Now what I will do is I will delete these two parts and make you understand how do we calculate this. Okay, and for that your basics of time value of money should be very thoroughly revised. Okay, the formula for present value is nothing but FV, which is future value, upon 1 plus R raised to. So what we will do is we will start applying the formula is equals to future value. Future value is nothing but $30 over here, which means you are going to get $30 in the form of dividend next year. Alright, so I write is equals to $30 upon, open the brackets, 1 plus R. R is nothing but the discounting rate, and in this case the discount rate given to in the question is 12%, which can be written as 0.12, close the brackets, raised to n. N means the number of years, and in this case it is going to be 1 over here. So I press enter. Alright, so we can interpret that the present value of this $30 is $26.79. So what we did is we basically discounted this $30 1 year backwards, and we found the present value of this $30 as $26.79. Right, my dear friends? Fine. Similarly, now we proceed for finding the present value of this particular cash inflows. Okay? Matlab, we'll find the present value of these two cash flows at today's date. Matlab, we will discount this cash flows 2 years backwards. Okay? Since we have to find the present value of this cash flows at year 0. Okay? So we're going to discount this cash flows 2 years backwards. Alright? So I write is equals to future value, which is nothing but $31 over here, upon, open the brackets, 1 plus discount rate is 12%, which can be written as 0.12 raised to n, and in this case n is going to be 2 years because we are discounting this particular cash flows 2 years backwards. So we write 2 over here. Okay, press enter sign, and what you observe is that this $31, this present value of $31 is nothing but $24.71. Alright, now what we will do is we will find the present value of this particular cash flow, which is nothing but $400.50. So what I do is simply put a plus sign over here, okay, and apply the formula of present value, which is nothing but future value upon 1 plus r raised to n, and in this case the future value now is $400.50. So I write E11 over here upon, open the brackets, 1 plus r, which is nothing but a discounted rate 0.12 since it is 12%, close the brackets, raised to 2. Alright, because we are discounting this cash flow 2 years backwards. Now I press the enter sign, so we get the final answer as $343.99, which means that the present value of these two particular future cash flows is nothing but $343.99. Alright, and since the question is asking you to find the intrinsic value, so what we will do is I press delete over here, we write is equals to, we'll add these two present values together plus, yeah, so here we get the answer as $370.77. Alright, so this was the first particular method where we understood how to find the intrinsic value by using time value of money concepts. Okay, where we use the money of present, where we use the formula of present value. Okay, but in exam and in corporate world, in order to save time, we are going to use second method, which is called as the NPV method. Okay, my dear friends? Fine. So what I will do is I will delete these things again. We prepare a second table. Okay, this table is also similar as the first one. The only change is in NPV we are going to be concerned with the cash flows. So we write cash flows over here where we had written intrinsic value over there. Okay, so in this method what we will do is, in year 1 you are getting a cash flow, that is the future cash flow is $30. So I write is equals to $30, which is same. Alright, so this is the first cash flow to you all, and in this year 2 you are getting a cash flow of $31 plus you are also getting a cash flow of $400.50. Alright, so in totality you are getting a cash flow of $431.50. Fine. Now what we will do is we will apply the formula of net present value to find the intrinsic value of this sum. Okay, so I write is equals to NPV over here, and NPV is nothing but the combination of all cash inflows and outflows, and in this case the cash inflows that we are receiving is $30 and $431. So what we do is we write is equals to NPV, and they are asking us to find the rate, and in this case rate is nothing but the discounting rate of return, which is nothing but 12%, which can be written as 0.12, comma, the first value, which is nothing but the first cash flow, is called as $30. So I write $30 over here again, comma, second value, which is nothing but the second cash flow, is $431.50. So I press E24 over here, close the brackets, press enter. Alright, so if you are observing on the screen, we are getting the same answer as $370.77. Okay, so what we did is we used the shortcut method for finding the intrinsic value by using NPV formula. Okay, the answers in both the cases are going to be same. Okay, my dear friends? Fine.